Think your garden can't survive the winter? Think again. Welcome to the world of winter plant care, a time when your garden may seem dormant, but is actually preparing to burst into life when the frost thaws. While winter may present its challenges, with the right strategies and a bit of dedication, your garden can not only survive but thrive during these colder months. The secret lies in understanding your garden's unique needs and providing the proper care. Whether you're dealing with frost, snow, or just a drop in temperature, there are ways to ensure your plants stay healthy and ready for spring. From assessing your garden's specific needs to the essential tools for winter gardening, we'll cover the key areas of winter plant care, so get your gloves on and your tools ready. Get ready to turn your winter garden into a spring paradise. Every garden is unique, just like its winter needs. To ensure your garden thrives during the colder months, it's vital to understand what it needs. This knowledge begins with assessing three main factors: climate, plant types, and local weather patterns. The climate of your region plays a significant role in how you should prepare your garden for winter. For instance, a garden in a temperate climate may require different care compared to one in a harsher, frost-prone climate. Next, consider the types of plants in your garden. Some plants are resilient and can withstand colder temperatures, while others may need extra protection or even relocation indoors. Lastly, keep an eye on your local weather patterns. Sudden frost or snowfall can be detrimental to your garden if not prepared for in advance. Regularly check weather forecasts and prepare your garden accordingly. Knowing your garden's needs is the first step towards a thriving winter garden. Arm yourself with the right tools to protect your garden this winter. First up, we have mulch. A gardener's best friend, mulch acts as a protective blanket, keeping the soil warm and preventing frost heave. Next, we have cloches. These bell-shaped covers are perfect for shielding your delicate plants from harsh winds and frost. They trap warmth from the sun during the day and release it at night, creating a mini greenhouse effect. Finally, we come to burlap wraps. Ideal for protecting larger plants and shrubs, burlap wraps shield your plants from winter burn, a common issue caused by the combination of winter sunlight and depleted soil moisture. These tools might seem simple, but they're your garden's first line of defense against the cold. So, don't underestimate their importance. Stock up on these winter garden essentials, and you're one step closer to a thriving garden come spring. With these tools, you're equipped to safeguard your garden against the cold. Defend your plants against the harsh winter frost. It's not a battle you'll fight alone. Mulch is your first line of defense. Acting as a blanket for your plant's roots, mulch helps regulate soil temperature and prevent frost heave, that pesky phenomenon where plants are literally pushed out of the ground by the freeze-thaw cycle. Distribute a 2 to 4 inch layer of organic mulch around your plants after the ground freezes, making sure to keep it a few inches away from plant stems to avoid rot. Next up in our arsenal are cloches and row covers. Garden cloches, small portable greenhouses, provide a cozy environment for your plants, protecting them from frost and cold winds. Row covers, on the other hand, are perfect for larger areas, offering a shield against frost while still allowing sunlight, air, and water to penetrate. Installation is simple. For cloches, place them over individual plants or small groups. For row covers, stretch them over a row of plants and secure firmly at the edges. Remember to remove or ventilate these during warmer days to prevent overheating. Lastly, don't forget about your potted plants. They're especially vulnerable as their roots are less insulated. Moving them indoors or into sheltered areas can be a lifesaver. If indoor space is limited, cluster your pots together in a protected area outside, and wrap them with insulating materials like bubble wrap or burlap. This will help to reduce the chill factor and keep your potted plants happy during winter. Each of these strategies is a step towards ensuring your garden's resilience in the face of winter's chill. Remember, cold and frost don't have to mean the end for your green friends. With a little preparation and the right protection, your plants can weather the winter, ready to burst into life come spring. A well-protected garden is a winter survivor. Even in winter, your plants need hydration, but how much? In the cold season, it's crucial to adjust your watering strategy. The water requirements of your plants decrease significantly as their growth slows down. Therefore, it's advisable to reduce watering frequency, ensuring the soil is dry before the next watering. Overwatering in winter can lead to root rot and other diseases, so it's better to err on the side of caution. Using lukewarm water is another helpful strategy. Cold water can shock your plants, especially on frosty days. Lukewarm water helps maintain a steady temperature around the roots, preventing sudden changes that could stress your plants. Timing is also important. Watering your plants in the early to mid-morning allows the water to reach the roots before the temperature drops at night, reducing the risk of freezing. So remember, in winter, less is more when it comes to watering. Water wisely, and your garden will thank you. Winter is the perfect time to prune and prepare for spring. When the garden retreats into its winter slumber, it's the ideal moment to take action. Pruning during dormancy promotes healthy growth when spring rolls around, setting the stage for a vibrant garden bursting with life. But how does one prune properly? Well, it's all about the 3 Ds: dead, damaged, and diseased. These are the branches you need to remove first. Use sharp, clean tools to make clean cuts close to the trunk or main stem without leaving a stub. For larger branches, use the 3-cut method to prevent tearing. Make the first cut on the underside of the branch, a few inches from the trunk. The second cut is made on the top side, a little further out, allowing the branch to fall safely. Finally, the remaining stub is removed with a final cut, flush with the trunk. Remember, pruning isn't just about removing branches, it's about shaping your plant for the future. Prune today for a lush garden tomorrow. Perennial plants need extra love during the winter. Now, let's delve into the specifics of winter care for these steadfast members of your garden. Perennials, with their ability to live for more than 2 years, are a garden's constant companions. However, their endurance doesn't mean they can be ignored in the cold season. Instead, it's our cue to give them some special attention. Firstly, let's talk about dividing perennials. Dividing is a process where you split up an established plant into several sections, each with its own roots, stems, and leaves. This not only rejuvenates the plant but also helps manage its size. The best time to divide your perennials is either in the early spring or late fall. However, many gardeners prefer doing it in the fall because it allows the plants to establish roots before the winter sets in. Next, we have the crucial task of protecting their roots from freezing. Remember, these roots will provide the foundation for next year's growth. Start by applying a thick layer of organic mulch over your perennial beds. Mulch acts as a blanket, keeping the soil temperature steady and protecting the roots from freezing and thawing cycles. Straw, pine needles, or shredded bark all make excellent mulch. Don't forget about your potted perennials. These plants are more susceptible to freezing because their roots are above ground level. To protect them, consider burying the pots in the ground or wrapping them in burlap. Another strategy is to move them to a sheltered location, like a garage or basement, where the temperature remains above freezing. Also, be mindful of the moisture levels in the soil. While it's important not to overwater and risk root rot, underwatering can also be harmful as dry soil increases the risk of frost penetration. Finally, remember that winter care for perennials doesn't end with the first frost. Continue to monitor your plants throughout the season, checking for signs of stress or disease. Give your perennials the care they deserve and they'll reward you in spring. With a little bit of effort and attention, your perennials will not only survive the winter but thrive and return stronger when the warmer months roll around. Your garden is a reflection of your hard work. It's a living canvas that changes with the seasons, and each one brings its own challenges. Winter, though often seen as a time of dormancy, is a crucial period for plant care. Remember, assessing your garden's specific needs, having the right tools at your disposal, and implementing effective strategies for protection, watering, pruning, and special care for perennials can make a world of difference. With all this knowledge, it would be delightful to hear about your own experiences and challenges with winter gardening. Your stories could be a source of inspiration and learning for others. Let's foster a community where we all grow together. In conclusion, don't let winter intimidate you. Embrace it as a time to prepare, to nurture, and to anticipate the vibrant bloom of spring. Prepare your garden this winter and watch it flourish come spring. Your garden is waiting. How will you help it thrive this winter?